Hey guys, how you guys doing? This is Baltasar 87 and this is Fast News number 3. You guys gonna wonder why I'm not doing it live. I've been having a lot of issues with renderizing the videos. My video editor software sucks. And I haven't been able to upload. I really want to apologize with you guys, but I decided to make it a live stream. If you guys want to be here every week now, every Monday, that's awesome. If not, that's fine. This is basically to make the videos from reviews and news that I have prepared for you guys along the week. So I hope you guys enjoy. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is, and giving you a little bit of an insight, is Fable Legends has been cancelled. We're gonna talk about cross-platform multiplayer, what this means, how is this going to affect all of us as gamers. Doesn't matter if you're playing on a console or if you're actually playing on PC. And also a little bit about Game of the Month. This is On the House from Origin. Origin is from Electronic Arts, and it's kind of like Steam, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. So let's start then with Fable Legends. And it's been a bummer because since the beginning of March of this year, it was announced from Microsoft that Fable Legends was going to be cancelled and Lionhead Studios was going to be shut down. This is a shocker, and let me tell you guys why. Because Fable is a franchise that's been very well accepted in the community. It's a very cool game, RPG. It has a lot of elements, like a sandbox game, and at the same time has a lot of customization of your character. You decide if you're good or you're evil, and depending on your actions that you take on the game, they actually start developing different things inside the game. People die, people live, and it's very, very fun to play. There are actually 3 different games from Fable that started from Xbox, then Xbox 360 launched Fable 2 and Fable 3, then Kinect also launched another version of Fable, The Journey, which basically was a first-person view of the game, and you could not manipulate the motion of your character, like walk around the place. Like all this motion was automatic, but the magic powers, you could actually throw them or fighting with a sword or anything like that. You were actually being able to do those kind of movements. Then there comes Fable Legends, which was promised a beta test, an open beta on this spring, which basically was somewhere around March and April. But again, this was announced on on March of this year. And this is a webpage called Polygon. You can check it out. Just look up for Fable Legends cancelled, just like this, and it should be Polygon on the first notes that you have on your search. And it's something that apparently has nothing to do with the company having issues with Microsoft or anything like that. There was also a game called Project Knoxville, which I believe it was also cancelled. I do not have that much information about that game, but it was pretty sad because a lot of people was expecting this game, and honestly, I think this game really didn't offer that much because this was going to be like 4 players and a villain also as a player. And I believe there wasn't that much customization, like to actually get inside the story like the previous Fable games. So it was pretty risky idea. And again, I think I as a fan of Fable, I didn't even think on actually buying Fable Legends. There's a lot of information here that they actually talk about. In this case, one of the principal or the main representative of Microsoft Studios, who's Lemke, actually gives a statement, and let me read just like a really fast this note. It says, after much consideration, we have decided to cease development on Fable Legends and are in discussions with employees about the proposed closure of Lionhead Studios in the UK. Additionally, we will crossplay studios in Denmark and sunset development on Project Knoxville, which, as I said, is another game that they were thinking about. They also say something very important here. It says, we have nothing but heartfelt thanks for the members of Lionhead and Press Play for the contributions to Xbox and gaming. We're committed to working closely with those affected by today's news to find them new opportunities at Xbox, or partnering with the broader development community to help place them in jobs elsewhere in the games industry should they desire. And again, there was still a lot of information. There's a little bit also of background of Lionhead being funded in 1996, and also Lemke's statement notes that Microsoft is discussing a proposed closure of Lionhead because under UK law, companies must meet certain requirements for mass layoffs. So apparently this was something that had to do with the illegal situation between the company, Lionhead Studios, and Microsoft itself. So I'm giving this news because I know that there was a lot of people waiting for this game, so I kind of like wanted you guys to know this is a little bit something I went underground. Like, I was just keeping track of the game, and I really didn't find out about this until I actually looked for Fable Legends directly, and I found out this was cancelled. In other news then, we also have a cross-platform multiplayer. For those guys who still haven't known about the concept, cross-platform multiplayer allows players on different gaming platforms to play with users on another platform. This is going to be pretty amazing, guys, because if you actually have a game, you're seeing the Division here. It's already confirmed that the Division does not have cross-platform multiplayer, but let's suppose that Division has this. Basically, if you have a PlayStation and another friend has Xbox and another one has PC, it really won't matter which platform you're using to play. You guys can gather and start playing. And this is something that actually has been developed on a game called Rocket League. For those guys who do not know, this is a game, it looks like some sort of monster trucks. They look like that. I'm not saying they are monster trucks. But basically they look like monster trucks, and they have like this rocket behind that will give you a certain impulse to chase a ball. Basically you're playing soccer with cars. It's pretty fun. So let me give you guys a little taste about that game. I already have it here loaded on Steam, so you guys can check out a little bit on the trailer. I hope this doesn't... Okay, there we go. Well, they're not monster trucks per se. Okay, so as you can see, this game has been out there for a year, almost a year now, And I think that one of the most positive things I can find out about crossplay platform is that you can start thinking on major leagues. Like, if you guys have played a little bit, like, I don't know, for example, Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, some other may guide a little bit to Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Battlefield, this kind of games that require clans, and you start gathering and doing like these amazing events and leagues and tournaments. Imagine the possibilities that you could create between cross-platform and playing like creating links between Xbox and PC, or Xbox versus PlayStation, so you can actually have your clan on Xbox, and another guy can have a clan on PlayStation. The events that could be created not only in Rocket League, but all the future games that we have cross-platform multiplayer, it's gonna be just amazing. Just imagine the possibilities, guys. I think this is pretty amazing because, again, we're already starting to open those boundaries that we had before. And then we will say like PC is better, or PlayStation is better, or Xbox is better, or mobile is better. I think that we're going to start breaking those boundaries. We're going to start expanding, and we're going to start meeting different communities, because I do believe that people on console, or the community playing console games like Xbox or PlayStation, are very different between each other. They have a certain way to think about the games, or a certain way to analyze why they're buying certain games. And let's face it, I mean, if we think about Wii or any other thing about Nintendo, most of the time the games may seem to be directed to a younger community, which is not necessarily true. But, you know, the graphics, Mario, all the designs and the stories may actually, some of them, again, not all, some of them may be driven directly to a younger community. And the way you actually think about the Wii, it's completely different. You think about PlayStation or Xbox. Normally PlayStation will give you a little bit more of story. We're talking about Last of Us, God of War, Metal Gear, a lot of really cool games that were exclusive for PlayStation. And Xbox is more like focused to a first-person shooter, people. We have Call of Duty, we have Medal of Honor, Battlefield, Halo, Gears of War, which Gears of War could be also considered third-person shooter, but it's kind of like in the same genre. And it's a little bit more competitive in that way. PlayStation, I think it's a little bit more like a solo or a single-player, really cool stories game. And Xbox is a little bit more focused on creating clans and that kind of stuff. Now that we see that a lot of the games have been developed not only on Xbox but also on PlayStation, starts breaking those boundaries I'm talking about. And if you also include the cross-platform multiplayer, you will expand a little bit more, well, not a little bit, way more, the communities between each other, the interaction. And I think this is going to be pretty cool, because that way we're going to start learning between each other, and we're going to start having a lot of fun. Those who really do not feel comfortable playing on a keyboard and with a mouse are actually going to grab a joystick. And we're going to talk on another live stream about the advantages between PC and console. But right now, focusing a little bit on cross-platform multiplayer. Again, I think these are amazing news. A lot of games are starting to develop this. The Division is on the list. Unfortunately, it has been confirmed. It's not there. Maybe it could be considered on a later patch, probably somewhere around the end of this year, depending how developed the cross-platform multiplayer is already. Street Fighter V is something very logical to actually manage. Fable Legends, well, unfortunately cancelled. But Rocket League, I think it's one of the best options to start trying this new feature that we're going to have as gamers. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, and yeah, this is something I believe it's pretty amazing, guys. If you do not know what Origin is, I highly recommend you guys to download it. Origin is basically a platform from Electronic Arts. It's a little bit like Steam, but this is only for Electronic Arts games. And every once in a while, probably every month or 2 months, I'm not pretty sure, there is an option that when you look from your free games and it's on the house, you can actually look for really cool games. And this time, we actually have Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. If you guys knew about this game, you're definitely going to download it because it's pretty amazing. And those that really don't know about the backgrounds of Medal of Honor before it became a really bad franchise with Xbox 360 Medal of Honor and then Medal of Honor Warfighter, which was a mess. When back in the day, when Medal of Honor was a pretty awesome franchise and was very competitive against Call of Duty and Battlefield, we had Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. And this is a pretty cool game about World War II, D-Day, sorry. And it has single player, it actually has multiplayer. So the best thing about this is that it's completely free and you can play it right now. Just get Origin, make your account, and this is completely free. You don't have to pay anything at all. And once you create your account, you just download Origin. It's pretty easy to use. It really doesn't require too much of your computer or your laptop. And you can easily get out from it. Like, you can just right click and here it is, minimized. So you just can decide to exit Origin and it will not demand any other resources like hidden software or anything like that. So it's pretty amazing, guys. I highly recommend you to go and download right now Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. Thanks to this, I actually were able to download this one, which is Need for Speed Most Wanted. So this was also on the house, and I highly recommend you guys to check it out once in a while. A few games may be actually worthy for you to download and have a lot of fun. And the best thing is that Origin reactivates the game. Like this time, this one is free, so a lot of people start downloading it, and multiplayer keeps working again. So it's not something you have to worry about. And it's not like we're used to, like microtransactions, like you have to pay for the gun and stop. Like you actually have to rank or level up in order to have the gun you want. It doesn't work that way. Basically, you choose the kind of gun you want and you start playing. As simple as that. So guys, thank you very much for being here with me on this live stream of Fast News number 3. Again, I want to apologize for all the issues I've been having so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really want to make a live stream, like a debate between PC and console and mobile games. So if you guys are watching this video and you want to participate, you want to defend your Xbox or your PlayStation or your 3DS, go ahead, let me know. Please send me a message or send me a comment. You have my Twitter, my Google Plus, or Facebook. Let me know that you guys want to participate so I can get in touch with you, maybe through Skype or something like that. And we can talk a little bit on how we're going to manage the live stream and start making a debate. And I think it will be pretty amazing and pretty fun to like start exposing which one is better and why do you guys think it's better. And I promise I'm gonna fix as soon as I can the situation with video editing and all that stuff, because very uncomfortable not being able to actually create new content, create quality content. Like I actually have to do this lame live stream, but it's just a matter of perspective, I guess. So again, thank you very much, guys. Don't forget, every Monday, this is gonna be now officially every Monday live stream. Fast News. Next Monday is going to be Fast News number 4. We're going to talk about new games. We're going to talk about new features and a lot more stuff surrounding our gamer world, which is basically what we're here for. And yeah, don't forget also Tuesdays live with Nick the Brick, which is going to be pretty amazing. We're going to play Heroes and Generals or Breaking Point or anything like that. We're going to have a blast. So thank you very much again, guys, and see you on the next one. Thanks again for all your support.